Hello everybody, I'm Foxy VR and I welcome you to my channel. We all know that motion sickness can be so bad that it can actually ruin your entire virtual reality experience. But if you click on this video, chances are that you already know it. Worry not my friend, cause today I'm gonna tell you how I got rid of it to the point that I can play several hours without ever feeling sick. This guide is more focused towards the air simulation player, but if you are a first-person perspective enjoyer, don't worry, I'll make a guide specifically for you in the near future. Before we start, a very important disclaimer. I am not by any means a doctor or a psychologist. Value your mental and physical health above everything else. Immediately stop if you start to feel sick. What has been working for me may not work as well for you. Virtual reality tolerance is different in each person, so take your time and don't rush things. You will eventually get used to it, and in the long period, you are not feeling like making progress, then try other methods. With that out of the problem, let's start addressing everything was causing me my motion sickness, and I identified 3 different problems. Harsh maneuvers of my airplane, low altitude flight, and looking around too much. Identifying the causes is very important in order to formulate our strategy. If I want, I can merge everything in one single cause, and I will do it in order to better understand what we are going to do next, and that's not having a fixed landmark to rely on. Motion sickness itself, in fact, is our brain failing to elaborate the inputs our eyes are sending. To make a very simple example, if we are in a turn and we are looking straight out of our canopy, our eyes are going to tell our brain that we are in the sky doing stuff. But our brain is not sure anymore if we are actually sitting in the chair we sat a couple of minutes ago. Now that we know the issue, we can talk about the cure. And yes, you have to get your hands dirty. First and most important thing, always remember that what you are seeing is just a game and not real. I know it can sound stupid, but never forget that a strong will and self-awareness are actually your friends. Now it's time to take off. And what I want you to do is to take a fixed landmark to rely on. And that fixed landmark is gonna be your board instruments. Be sure to be as gentle as possible while turning and never take your eyes off your instruments. What is gonna happen is that the primary inputs sent by our eyes to our brain are those regarding the cockpit that to us is gonna look immobile cause it moves with us. Everything else is gonna become secondary since we are not putting our focus on them. In those inputs there are the ones regarding the sky, the clouds, the terrain and everything that moves outside the airplane. This way we can trick our brain to get used to elaborate those information, while at the same time not giving them the proper importance. Start with a simple takeoff and landing, and everything you do, if you are feeling okay, next time do it a little bit more. When you feel comfortable, start moving your focus closer and closer to the cockpit edge until you can start looking outside and enjoy the nice view without ever feeling sick again. This method is what I personally used and I hope it can be helpful to you all. If this video was helpful, please leave a like and consider subscribing. It would be nice one day to have a great dogfight all together enjoying our time. To that day, Foxy out.